Good morning, everybody. Glad you're here. It's Lisa from Living Life with Lisa, and it's Thursday morning. I didn't get one up yesterday. I made one. Actually got stopped by the police, but not while I was vlogging, so yay there. I'll get that one up, hopefully before I get this one up. But I'm on my way up to the neck surgeon. I picked up my stuff for use my cruise control today. I picked up my CD discs for MRIs for my neck and for my head and the reports yesterday. I talked about the report on the head MRI yesterday. For those of you that are following along about my dad, he told me that he would call me when he knew something and not to call him, which I took as if he heard something bad, he wants some time to digest it. Anyway, I have not heard from him. If I don't hear from him before I get home today, I'm going to call him anyway, see what he found out from his surgery, and push that button a little bit and see how that's going. So today we'll find out what this guy says about my neck. Hopefully no surgery. I am having a hard time getting started today. Wild dreams, and so I had all kinds of crazy stuff going on. My sleep last night. So anyway, I'm gonna pause right now. Well, I'm finished at the surgeon's office. I do like this surgeon better than the one for my shoulder, because he actually listened to what I said, sat down, and repeated back to me what I said. So I know he heard me, which I appreciate. However, the news is not so good. I need 2 neck surgeries, and it's risky to do them both at the same time. But he appreciates the fact that going under the knife is difficult for me, and so he's willing to do both of them at the same time in order to lower the risk of going under. But he's concerned about the lower back problems that I'm having, which I am too. I have more pain in my lower back than I do in my neck or anywhere else. Well, except my shoulder hurts. And I'm in rehab right now because of my lower back. So he ordered an MRI, and when he measured me, my right leg was considerably weaker than my left. And so he wants to see if the lower back is an issue for my legs. And my guess is it's going to be a resounding yes, because I've had back problems my entire life, more or less, and because I inherited a degenerative disc disease from my father. And when I had my first surgery, the doctor said, "Oh, this is just one of many. It's not going to be a matter of if you have another, it's going to be a matter of when you have it." So I guess I'm caught up. I managed to wait 20 years again before having another surgery, so but now they're all coming at me all at once. But anyway, he's gonna look at get on the cruise control because I don't want to get caught speeding. So he's gonna look at the lower back, and it'll be 2 weeks before I go back to find out what he finds out about the lower back. So anyway, it's unbelievable. I have back spasms, and PT thinks it's because it's the shoulder, it's the muscles that are protecting the shoulder. And when I'm doing something that they all tense up, and it makes sense because she was able to take her hand and say, "Is it through here?" and follow exactly where the spasms are. So I know the back spasms for sure in the middle of my back have to do with my shoulder. So it looks like, as of right now, I need two neck surgeries, one shoulder surgery, and possibly lower back. Lower back, we won't know for 2 weeks. I want 0 surgeries. The nice thing about this doctor is he understands my concern about going under, and I'm going to talk to him about the shoulder too, so that, and see if he will like oversee all this, because I need somebody that understands that it's hard for me to go under. I really think, I went through it, but the shoulder's causing more and more problems than it ever was before. It's getting worse. I'm thinking that I really don't have a choice. I don't want to be crippled up. I mean, my gosh, if I'm crippled up physically and I'm crippled and I got dementia, I'm worthless. I don't know, I don't mean to offend anybody, but if I can't do anything physically and I can't do anything mentally, what do I do with my kids? What do I do, with the rest of my life? I'm very much, everything happens for a reason. So, what are the chances of needing 4 surgeries at the same time? Pretty slim to none, I would think, barring any accident or catastrophe or anything. I mean, it was just all boom. And so I think probably what I'm being told is get your butt in there, get it done, get it fixed up, because it was one when it was just a shoulder, and now problems. And I had problems with my lower back, and it's like, well, we're going to do physical therapy, try to get that straightened out. Not working so well. And then now my neck needs 2. So 2 different surgeries. And he wants to do one time and one the other, but because it's too high risk to do both at the same time, but he's willing to do both at the same time, so I only have to go under once. But it still put me under 2 to 3 times. I don't know. I think I need to get somebody. I need my mom. Unfortunately, she passed away many years ago. I need somebody to come up and stay that can help me and help with the boys for however long I need help while I go through these surgeries. Because that's the only thing I know to do. Because they're gonna have to happen. And I just soon get them all done, get it over with, maybe for the winter, and then in the summertime feel much better physically, and hopefully maybe I could do after surgeries, somebody take me up for chelation treatments. I do chelation treatments to get the anesthesia and stuff out of my system. That might work. The chelation would get the yuckiness out, and if I did it sooner rather than later, maybe that would help me cognitively. Find somebody that can come up here and stay for a while and might be able to pull this off. I don't know. But anyway, that's the news from the surgeon. I'll let you know. And I am going to call my dad and see how he's doing, and I will let you know how that's going. Take care. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, I just talked to my dad and his girlfriend, and don't know if it's good news or bad, but it was a fairly large tumor they removed from the outside of his bladder, and there's so many layers to it, they have to examine every layer, and it's going to take 2 weeks to get results back. If there are no roots, then it should be fine, no problem. If there are roots to it, then that's the bad news. There is a problem. He is still in the hospital because he cannot urinate on his own. So they're hoping that he does tonight so he can go home tomorrow. That's why I had such a hard time getting a hold of him, because couldn't find him, and they ran out of room in the hospital, so they put him in the pediatrics ward where there's no phones. So they finally put a phone in when I called this time. I did tell one son, because my father is not in a good frame of mind right now, and so I told one son, and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell another one, and then I gotta go pick a third one up in a few minutes, and I'm gonna tell him. And then after all the kids get through the initial shock, I think we're gonna call him and try to calm him down. He's 100 miles away, so we can't just drop everything and go. And right now, as grouchy as he is, I don't think he wants anybody around him. He's irritated by people. He gets that way sometimes, and the solution is not to be there with him, is to get out of his face. And so I don't think going down there right now is a good idea, because he wants to thrash out, and I don't want the boys to get hit by the thrashing out. He's not like that with them. He's like that with other adults and other people. And so I think a phone call will do for now. If we have to go down there, then we will do that later on. But I can't make 2 weeks go by faster for him, and I'm sorry about that. So I'll talk to y'all later, because I got one looking at me, because he can't stand to not be looking at me. So later on, bye-bye. So I'm gonna let y'all go, and I may get back on if I have anything else to add. But have a great one, and remember to live life to the fullest.